Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Salud. Cheers, guys. Blessed. All right.
Have you ever had a drink with your fans like this before?
Not as sexy as this is, but I've had a drink with my fans before after the show, so yeah.
What has been the best drink that you've had with someone because of your career?
Oh man.
Did you ever sit with an artist and have tequila and think, I can't believe I'm having a drink with this person?
There's
probably everyone here is like, I can't believe I'm having a drink with you.
Cool. Best drinks. There's been some really good ones. Fun times. Jessie Ware, Benny Blanco in LA. Lenny Kravitz. Yeah. And I'm not much of a rum drinker, but he makes this amazing rum drink. It's got its own name and it'll creep up on you.
How have you managed to stay grounded and humble during all this?
I had the advantage of having really down-to-earth family. That and keeping in mind that you can't take anything, be it positive or negative, to heart. You know, I think it's all about knowing who you are, what your intention is, and just trusting your instincts.
In between your records, you said you had some living to do to kind of fill that inspiration tank. What kind of living did you do in that time?
Just kind of realigning and recalibrating, I guess, really taking a look at myself and answering those questions, like I said. Where do I stand? What do I believe in? What am I willing to sacrifice for what I want, you know?
Right.
The sooner we answer those questions for ourselves, the more likely we are to allow ourselves to dream. I think the dreamers are the ones that accomplished monumental things, you know? The ones that weren't afraid and the ones that, you know, were willing to take chances. They had to dream. It's when we don't do those things that we're just kind of going with the flow of things and not really focusing on how we feel about, you know, life and the direction we want to move in.
Sure.
You know? And it's so easy because there's so many distractions in this world to keep you kind of off balance, right?
When was the last time you were so excited you couldn't fall asleep at night?
Oh man, so excited I couldn't sleep at night. The first time I crowd surfed. I grew up, you know, loving and watching rock and roll, wanting to do the things that I saw my favorite musicians do, and for so long, you know, trying to pull that energy out of the crowd, and finally we got to a place where the energy was just there and it was waiting for us. And
You went for it.
Yeah.
Right when you get off stage, how do you unwind?
Well, I get off stage drenched in sweat, and man, the first thing I do is take a shower.
Yeah.
A nice hot steamy shower.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. gotta protect the vocal cords and all that.
What is your guilty pleasure when you do splurge a little bit?
Oh man, French toast.
Oh.
Breakfast for everything. Yeah.
What was your biggest setback, and then how did you get through it?
One of my mentors says this all the time. He's you know, turn your stress to bless. That is the things that really bother you, how do you make that something positive for yourself? Feeling I didn't have a place, I carried that with me for a long time. It was the shedding of that baggage and kind of letting that go that I feel makes me the strongest. It makes me more relatable to my fans, you know?
Love that.
How do you stay true to yourself as far as, like you said, what you do is not considered the normal, it's not considered what the masses normally listen to. How do you stay true to that without losing you?
I think it's just more about feeding my mind and my creativity whatever it's drawn to, you know what I mean? And not questioning that. Art is about the way the artist sees the world and wants to see the world. And I think that's all it's about, is just where do my instincts take me with this thing that I'm inspired by, you know, and just following that to wherever it takes me.
What was the one moment when you were just this is what I want to do. I want to be a singer or a performer or this type of artist, you know what I mean?
Man, I wish I could tell you. I'll be honest, I've always just been in love with music. It might be that it just made me feel something, you know? Even if you can't wrap your mind around the experience, it's not something that you've experienced, the emotion is there. That's powerful, man.
Yeah.
Cheers again.
Cheers, man. Salud. Placer. Pleasure is mine. Thank you so much.